Hey everyone, I'm Matthew Francis, and I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about buying, storing, and eating peaches. Since it's summertime, it's peach season, which means all the best peaches that are grown this time of year are going to be the most juicy, ripe, and fresh you ever can taste, which means you'll probably start seeing them at your farmers markets and grocery stores. A peach, or a Pernus persica, is a delicate fruit with a juicy aromatic flesh that has a paper-thin skin that can either be very fuzzy or quite smooth. It depends on the variety. Peaches were originally cultivated in China all the way back in 1100 BC, and they were prized by Chinese emperors and royals. Today you can find peaches grown in temperate climates all over the world, including Italy, Spain, Greece, and the United States. Peach season runs from May to September in the Northern Hemisphere, which is why peaches are so common for our summer recipes. It's the perfect time to enjoy them. Fun fact number 1, botanically, peaches are related to apricots, cherries, plums, as well as almonds and roses. Weird, right? So when it comes to the different types of peaches, there are hundreds of different variations, but basically they fall into 2 categories, either freestone peaches or clingstone peaches. Freestone peaches are the ones that have pits that are easily removable from the flesh, as in they can become free from the flesh. And they're really great to just take a bite out of, or they're great for recipes that call for you to halve the peaches or slice them, because they hold their shape pretty well and aren't destroyed when you pull the pit out. Clingstone peaches, on the other hand, are where the pits are really hard to remove. They cling to the peach. And these are better for when a recipe calls for diced peaches, chopped peaches, or like peach puree, because the flesh might get damaged when you pull the pit out. Although Crayola or crayons label the peach color as something that's in the orange family, really peaches can run anywhere from like a creamy white to like a dark yellow, and really anywhere in between. White fleshed peaches tend to be a little bit firmer and sweeter and have less acidity than the yellow fleshed peaches. So here you have a normal yellow peach, and then we have our white fleshed peaches right here, and there's even something that is called a donut peach or a Saturn peach, where they're white fleshed and they are flattened out, and they're really great for taking a bite out of. Nectarines are a subspecies of peaches, and they tend to have a smooth skin instead of a fuzzy one, and they have a red skin, and their flesh on the inside can be just a huge range, just like peaches. Okay, so now let's dive into how we buy and store peaches. So when you go to the store, peaches and nectarines are actually on the Dirty Dozen list, which means there's like a list of fruits that you really only want to buy organic because you don't want to be consuming the pesticides that can be easily used in the production of fruits like these. So you want to make sure you get organic, and you can obviously just go to the organic section, or if you check on your fruit, if there's 5 numbers on the little barcode instead of 4, it means it's organic. When you're at the store looking for peaches, you want to have it be nice and plump, and you should have no bruises or shriveling skin on the peach. But what you don't want is around the stem, you want to avoid any green looking color, because that would mean that it's underripe. You want it to be red, yellow, orange, those types of colors. A ripe peach will have a little bit of tenderness. You can kind of press in and it should give a little bit. You don't want it too firm or hard. And then another great test to see how ripe it is give it a smell. It should be really nice and sweet. Then you know the peach is ripe. Fun fact number 3, when people think of peaches, they think of Georgia peaches down in the South, and that's definitely where they're very common, very prevalent, very popular. But actually, California is the state that grows the most peaches. And interestingly, Louisiana is the state that is home to the world's largest peach cobbler. Ripe peaches and nectarines should be stored in the fridge for no longer than a week. That'll keep them fresh and chilled and good for that period of time. But after a week, they're gonna start getting really mushy and decompose, and then they're not good anymore. So then you wanna toss them out. You also can chop and freeze your peaches for long-term storage. If the peaches you get are a little bit too underripe, they're too green, you can put them in a paper bag and kind of close it up, and that will help ripen your peaches. All right, and now let's talk about how you can cook and eat your peaches. Just like any other fruit, you can also eat them raw or cooked. You can grill peaches, you can bake peaches, you can kind of chop them up and use them to saute. You can do a ton of things with peaches. And so if you're looking for some recipes, go to allrecipes.com and you'll find a ton of options that you can use peaches for on the website. So now I'm going to show you how you can peel, chop, and prepare your peaches. Okay, so here we have a good looking peach, and it is just been washed and dried. You want to always make sure that you clean the outside of your fruit. And to remove the pit of the peach, what you want to do is find the center stem here, and if it's long, take it out, and you're going to cut right in here. Be careful. And you're going to go all the way around the pit, almost like an avocado. And you want to try and connect both sides like this. Then you twist it open or kind of rip it, and you should get a separation like this. This one is like just becoming ripe, but sometimes when you have a really, really ripe one, you'll see some like dark colors in here, which is really pretty. And then this one is perfect for slicing, halving, dicing, whatever you want to do. But to get the rest of the pit out, what you want to do is just keep doing that same sort of movement, twisting and ripping the peach away from the pit. And you can kind of just keep doing that until you get the pit all by its lonesome. And then there you go. You can take the pit right out. And then from here, you can just slice the rest of your peaches. And that's how you pit and slice your peaches. If you enjoyed watching this video, please subscribe to Allrecipes. We make a ton of great videos and content that will help you in the kitchen and teach you a bunch of new things. And don't forget to press the notification bell so you don't miss any of the great videos we do make. And down in the comments, tell me what is your favorite type of peach and what type of recipes you like to put them into. I'm really curious to know. And I'll see you next time. I'm Matthew Francis, and I'm gonna go enjoy my peaches now.